We an easy paper, I suppose, to a great extent. Moderate. Now, the first, how many questions based on the passage? 8 questions, I suppose. All are easy to answer. We'll start with the first one, but before that, what is this passage about? It's more like a story. It's about South Africa, apartheid, and racial discrimination, and how a girl felt about that particular policy. The very first question, which of the following is true according to the passage? All the people live in South Africa had equal rights since 19th century? No. Peterson fought with whites to get away from their motherland. Thank you. So what is the first question? Others, they were not. Which of the following groups are allowed to vote according to the story? Story is all about whites and non-whites. So what is the answer based on that? White people. Easy to answer. Question number 2. This is a little difficult, I suppose. Which of the following is true? Underline the word true. According to the passage. All the people live in South Africa had equal rights or not equal rights? Not correct. Peterson fought with whites for a particular language. They didn't want to learn a particular language, not to get away from their motherland. Not correct. South Africa is a land of cultural homogeneity. Underline the word homogeneous, homogeneity. Homo means same, but it is a land of heterogeneity. So quite opposite, not correct. What is the fourth option over here? A 11-year-old girl found many pictures of a 15-year-old in a scrapbook. Mentioned. Answer is the fourth option. But what does the key say? First option, not second option, not correct. Answer is the fourth option. Problem with the key. Shall I go to the next one? What was the shocking incident that stunned Maya, the girl in the passage? Do you come across any shocking incident? And no. Based on that, what is the answer? Fifth option, no such incident is mentioned in the passage. We'll check other options because some students are looking at me, not convinced. What is the first option? Apartheid laws of the government. Stunned the girl. Look at the question. What does the question say? What was the shocking incident? Underline the word incident. First option, does it talk about an incident or a policy? So not correct. The death of Peterson in the protest. Shocked based on that? Yes, mentioned. Have they used the word shocked based on that? Yes or no? Hold that one. She was ordered by her mother to clean up her old boxes? No. The banishment, underline the word banish and write the meaning. Banish means prohibit. Prohibit. Prohibition, banishment. You all know the word prohibit. And what is the last one? No such incident is mentioned in the passage. I think the key says the fifth option, but you all say answer is the second option. You're damn sure about that? I go with you. Answer is the second option. Question number 4. What was the life of people in South Africa? People should live individually or groups? Underline the word individually. According to the racist group. But as groups, according to the racist group. Individually, not correct. All facilities are provided but marginalized according to their type of community. All facilities not provided. So second one also wrong. Mark it wrong. Varied living conditions for whites, non-whites, and other migrants into the nations. This seems right. Hold this one. Only it was a land for the whites, whereas remaining were treated with untouchability. Does it talk about untouchability? And the last option, all of the above. But what is the answer here? Underline the word varied. Means what? Different. Write the meaning of that word. Different living conditions for whites, non-whites, and other migrants into the nations. Which of the following is the reason for the protest occurred in township? So what is the reason? They wanted, white people wanted the blacks and browns to learn a particular language. So they did not like it, they protested. What is the first option here? Peterson and his friends were forced to learn the language spoken by the whites. Seems right or wrong? That is the answer. Save your time, you don't have to go beyond that. Answer is the first option. They didn't want to learn that language, so they protested. Shall I go to the next one? A part of the sentence in the passage has been bold and divided into 4 parts A, B, C and D. Find out the error in that. If there is no error, choose option 5 as your answer. So where is the error? This is a bit difficult. Have you gone to that sentence? How does it start? The African National Congress, please underline the African National Congress. It is a group, it's a party, Congress. A group of people put in brackets. You may think group is a subject, then you have to use which led the struggle. Because it talks about African National Congress, group, you have to use a relative pronoun which. But there is a problem. If you use the word which, then who led the struggle, which led the struggle over apartheid, and the most well-known leader, you cannot use there. Then you have to use singular. You cannot touch 2 parts. So based on that, what is the answer? Where is the error? Second part, what is wrong? A group of people, and you cannot use who, because if you use who, there is no problem. Let us see whether we can use or not. Now underline the words who led the struggle over apartheid, 1 unit. Also underline and the most well-known leader, 1 unit. These 2 refer to the group or the people. These 2 clauses refer to the people. If you take that way, a group of people who led the struggle and the favorite or well-known leader, there is no problem as such. If you consider who, there is no error. If you consider which, you have to touch 2 parts. So, what is the answer based on that? Do you have the 5th option? No error. Consider the 5th option. What is the reason? You cannot touch 2 parts. Are you guys listening? Only 1 part you have to touch. You cannot change who to which. If you do that, you have to change there also. You cannot use there. So answer is no error. Let us go to the next one. Question number 7. Choose a word from the following that fits in the given blank contextually. Where is the blank here? The best land in the country was reserved for the white people, and non-whites had to live on the available land. Underline available land, but we look at the options. Can you use the word condemned here? Please write the meaning of the word condemned. To disapprove publicly. Write the meaning. Condemn means to disapprove. Disapprove publicly. Or disapprove. To disapprove publicly. Or to criticize someone or something publicly. Simple meaning, right? To criticize someone or something publicly. Disapprove means the same. Can you use that word with land? Mark it wrong. Worst available land. Perhaps you can hold that one. Can you use the word least available land? Mark it wrong. Here, on, underline the preposition on. On the outskirts, available land. But we should have used the word outskirts of available land. You don't see the preposition of. Hold this one also. Remaining best available land. Can you use remaining best available land? No. It has to be either the worst available land, or here the outskirts available land. The outskirts available land, grammatically not correct. Based on that, what is the answer? Second option is the answer. But what does the key say? Please check the key. Key says the 4th option. Second option, fine. Let us go to, all of you please write the word city in the middle of the page, circle it. I'll give a mini word map, a few important words. First you write the word modern city. Simple word to begin with. Then you write ultra modern. Ultra modern means what? Very modern. Some cities, they are ultra modern, easy to understand, but this goes with buildings, and the word I am going to give goes with cities as well. Please write the word futuristic. Have you heard of this? Futuristic design, futuristic building, futuristic city. And modern cities, if you go to the Western many countries, you come across tall buildings. What is the word for that? Please write skyscrapers. Skyscraper means a very tall building. There is one city known as a city of skyscrapers, New York City. New York has two names. One name, City of Skyscrapers. The other one, Big Apple. Big Apple means New York City. Then you write the word downtown. I think I have already given this word. Downtown means what? The busiest marketplace of a city. Then you have to, usually what happens, a big city, after some time it gets congested. Then people cannot get accommodation in the city. They have to go out. For the land outside the city, we use a term. Please write outskirts. Outskirts of the city means border of a city. Have you copied all these words? Then sometimes what happens, there is a city, congested. In and around that city, small towns start developing. And those small towns are called, write the word, suburbs. Have you heard of this? Suburb means, write the meaning also, suburb means satellite town. Satellite. You all know the word satellite. Satellite town means a small town near the city. Suburb. If you go to Bombay, you come across many suburbs. Chennai also suburbs. Hyderabad also, I suppose. And whenever there is a suburb, what happens? People have to travel long distance from the suburb to the city. That travel is called, please write the word, commute. And the people who travel long distance for work every day, they are known as commuters. Have you heard of this word? Commuters. So based on the word outskirts, I have given all these words. We'll go back to, what is the question number? You got the answer for this. Choose the appropriate meaning of the given phrase, beat up in the passage. Where do you have this beat up? I think fag end of the passage, here we have, the South African police beat up the protesters. You can easily understand, but what are the options here? Strongly oppose. Please respond. Showing the ability to harm. No. Assault someone by hitting. Underline the word assault and write the meaning. Assault means to physically attack. To attack physically. Please write the meaning of the word assault. Physically attack someone. Playing a pivotal role in the duty. Underline the word pivotal. In this context, pivotal role means important role. Important or critical role. Write the meaning. Important or critical role. Disapproving. I have just given the word disapprove. Condemn. Public disapproval. You got all the words and you got the answer. What is the answer here? The third option. But sometimes what happens, imagine there is a pickpocket. Common error, people say pickpocketer. Pickpocketer is not correct. What is the right word? Pickpocket. He is a pickpocket. Rarely we say she is a pickpocket. Okay. He is a pickpocket. And if a group of people catch a pickpocket or the police catch a pickpocket, the pickpocket is beaten severely. Yes or no? For that there is one idiomatic expression. Please write that one. To beat someone, black and blue. The idiomatic expression is beat someone, black and blue, underline black and blue. It takes the verb beat and write the meaning of that. Beat someone, black and blue means to beat someone severely. To beat someone severely. The pickpocket was beaten, black and blue. Have you got the meaning? That's an important one. Is that the last one? Has anyone got all the 8 correct? 7 correct? Why, what went wrong? Which one went wrong? Any tough, difficult question? But 7 is also good, highly appreciable, be happy. Now we'll go to the second set. What are these about? Columns. How many questions? 3 questions. Should not be that difficult. We'll check the first one. Kadalekai Parishe, I'm not sure about the pronunciation, is a fair held in the month. Construction can you use? Represent India can you use? Of Kartik near Baswangudi in Bangalore. In the month of, in Telugu we say Kartika Masam. Am I right? So you also say use the same word. So AF is right or wrong? 1 pair. How many options with AF? That is your answer. So happy. But we'll check. What is the second one? The Uttarakhand High Court has banned all what? Construction activities in the dry area around. So seems right, BD. Dhankar is in Doha for a 2-day visit to what? To represent India. This also seems right. Answer is the 5th option. An easy one, I suppose. We'll go to the next one. In Nepal, Prime Minister Sheikh Bahadur Deuba has, then you need a verb in past participle form. Can you use the first one? No. Second one? Has elected. Oh, wonderful. So, AE, how many options with AE? 2 options, 3 options. Oh. We'll check PF. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif appointed. Whom did he appoint? Can you use D here? Lieutenant General Asim Munir as the new army chief of the country. Why do you say no? Perfect. BD is perfect. Hold BD. AE, BD. What is the third one? Karnataka came at the top position while comparing what? The total installed capacity of grid renewable power state. So what is the answer here? Third option is the answer. An easy one this also. RBI allowed HDFC and Canara banks to open what? IAS? No. A special Vostro account? Yes. AE seems right. How many options with AE? We'll go to the second pair. Unemployment rate for persons aged 15 years and above in urban areas declined to 7.2. Perfect. AE and BF. What is the third one? President Murmu has appointed retired IAS Arun Goyal. Seems perfect. So answer is what? All the 3 are easy, but you have to spend time. We'll go to the next set. What are these about? Oh, Meta had its connectivity division arm after almost a decade of operations, a report said. So what do you understand based on the context? It has opened or it has closed or it has split, or what do you understand? When you read the entire paragraph, you have to understand closed something. So what are the options here? Humid, you all know the word humid. Humidity means moisture. Write the word moisture. Very good. Please write the word moisture. Moisture content, we use the word humidity. High or low, whatever. Does it go with this context? No way. So mark it wrong. The second option is an important word, but we have got many a time. Deplete. Reduce in number or quantity. Please write the meaning. Deplete means reduce in number or quantity. Reduce in number or quantity. Write a few combinations. Depleting numbers. Depleting numbers means initially 100, then 80, then 70. We say depleting numbers. Have you got an idea now? No, now it is increasing. What is the next one? Logged. Logged its connectivity division arm. No. What is the fourth one? Slam. Write the meaning of the word slam. To close something with force. To close or shut. To close or shut something with force. Generally it goes with, write the combination, slam the door. You slam the door when you're angry. You all know this? Fine. Hope you don't do it quite often. So what is the last option here? Shut. So Meta had shut its connectivity division arm after almost a decade of operations, the report said. Seems perfect. So what is the answer here? The fifth option is the answer. Next one. The division was home to the company's satellite and drone internet projects. Another company confirmed that it would. The division into, please underline the clue for you, into infrastructure and central products teams, light reading reported. When we use the word into, divide into, split into, separate into, force into, these are the combinations. Based on that, what is the first option here? Seems right, hold that one. Can we use the word fissured? Fissure also means to get split. But grammatically, is it right? It would, underline the helping verb would. After any helping verb, if you have to use a verb, it should be in which form? Bare infinitive. So based on that, it is wrong. Meaning is the same. And blow. Can you use the word blow here? Would blow into? Wrong. Contradict, does it go with this context? Write the meaning of the word contradict. To say something opposite. To say something opposite or do something opposite. Say something opposite or do something opposite. And write one typical example. Don't contradict yourself. Don't contradict yourself. Generally we say this. When some people say something initially, later they change that, then what do we say? Don't contradict your statement. Don't contradict yourself. Have you heard of that? Okay. So what is the last word here? Rent. Does it go with this context? What is the answer? You should get all these very easy. We'll go to the next one. Is it 14? While the exact reason behind the closure of the connectivity division is unclear, it comes as a part of organization restructuring and which cut, underline the word cut, 11,000 jobs in the company last month. Cut some jobs, positive or negative? Negative. What do you understand from the context? They enrolled or they removed? What is the first option? Can you use stay off? Not relevant. Can you use a positive word like hiring? No, we need opposite. Upsizing is also a positive word. No. What is the next one? Layoffs. Answer is the fourth option, layoff. Upraising is not correct. Upraising means raising the standards. But here, please write two words. First you write the word upraising and write the meaning. Raise the standards of something. Raise the standards of something. Then you write uprising. Uprising, R-I-S-I-N-G. Uprising means protest, revolution. You can write words like protest, revolution, all these words. Uprising, revolt. Also write the word revolt. Protest, revolt, all this. Shall I? Thank you. So what is the answer here? Layoffs. Where is the next one? Meta Connectivity worked on the projects that autonomous. Underline the word autonomous. Autonomous means what? Independent. Write the meaning. Autonomous means independent. High flying drones. Here grammar knowledge. Can you use that corporate? You need a verb in the past form. So here corporate grammatically wrong. Executed. Write the meaning of the word execute. It has different meanings, but write one meaning. Execute means to implement. Means what? To implement. And write one combination. Execute the project. Execute the project means what? Implement the project. Hold this one. Included seems right. Hold that one also. Can you use leave out? Grammatically not correct. Relied. Relied, you need the preposition on. Remember, I gave words like rely on, depend on, bank on. So not correct. You have to consider executed, included. But your projects that are included or that are executed. Projects that included autonomous high-flying drones. So appropriate word is included. That included, not that executed. How many of you have chosen the third option? And the second option? No, here executed cannot be used. That included something. And what is that something? Autonomous high-flying drones. Shall I go to the next one? 16. High-flying drones providing internet to the undeserved. Undeserved or underserved? Underserved parts of the world of a Starlink-like internet system. First you underline the word impeachment. Does not go with the context. And write the meaning of the word impeach. Accuse someone. Impeach means accuse someone of crime or something negative. But impeachment goes at a higher level, not at a lower level. Brackets, you write the word president of a country. Impeachment of the president. So accuse president of some wrongdoing, then you remove him from the office. We use the word impeachment. Have you heard of this word? Fine. It's a term that goes with polity. Is it relevant here? Development of something. Hold that one. A retreat of a Starlink. Write the meaning of the word retreat. One of the meanings of the word retreat, to go back. Retreat means to go back. Usually it goes with soldiers. When some soldiers of a particular country, they see the enemy soldiers, then they go back. We use the term retreat. Have you heard of this? I'm sure you know, beating retreat. We have that. Does it go with this context? Is the mic on? Does it go with this context? Now, please mark it wrong. Can you say incline of a Starlink? Can you use the word form incline here? Mark it wrong. Escalate, can you use the right, is it the right word form? No. So what is the answer here? Development of something. We need a noun. Development is a noun. Is that the last one related to that? Who has got all correct? A few. Wonderful. Highly appreciable. We'll go to the next set. I'm doing a little fast today. I have to hurry. I have an important work. So what are these questions about? Error location. Easy or difficult? At the outset. Then we'll come to know after the explanation. First one. Former Bolivian President G9 Anez has been sentenced with 10 years in prison. Underline the word sentenced. Has been sentenced. Which tense is that? Present perfect. Active voice or passive voice? Passive voice. But here sentenced, we don't use a preposition with, we use a preposition to. Sentenced to 10 years in prison. With is not the correct preposition. Sometimes we use a preposition for, but usually sentenced to 10 years in prison. So what is this question about? Preposition, correct preposition. Next one. Hurricane Agatha was the strongest Pacific hurricane. Remember, I gave this word the other day. Thunderstorm, hurricane. To make landfall in Mexico in May, underline in May. That is a clue for you. Since records began in 1949. Also underline since records began in 1949. Since records began in 1949, it is a clause. And we have a clue, since. Generally, two prepositions with a word or a phrase or a clause, we use a present perfect or present perfect continuous. What are those two prepositions? Since and per. So there's every possibility you may think there's an error based on that, but there's a clue for you. What is a clue? In may goes into past. Based on that, you cannot use present perfect, you cannot use present perfect continuous. That is ruled out. It has to be in past. So where is the verb here? Underline was the strongest. To make landfall. It is in past or not in past? So is there any error? How many of you have chosen no error? Raise your hands. Very good. There is no error whatsoever. If they had not given in May, then you should have thought of present perfect, because since then there is a clause, we have to use present perfect. But they have given time in the past, then you have to use verb in the past. What is this about? Stadthalle, Hanover, the largest concert hall in Germany by capacity, was modeled after the Pantheon or was modeled after the Pantheon. What will you say? Here, was modeled. Model can be a noun, model can be a verb. In this example, it has been used as a verb. Was modeled. Please write past tense passive voice. It was structured, it was designed, it was modeled. These are the patterns we use. So where is the error? See, there is an error, an easy one. The nuclear power plant near Moscow became the world's first nuclear power plant to produce electricity, industrial or industrial electricity. Change the positions. So where is the error? D, there is an error. Industrial electricity. Is that the last one related to grammar? One more is there. Tenta's architectural remains, artifacts, human burials, flora and fauna. Now you know all these words. Have been virtually unchanged for 2 millennium or millenniums. Please add the letter S. For how long? 2 millenniums. We have to use a noun in the plural form. Is that the last one? Related to. Who has got all the 5 correct? Very good. I appreciate only one student. Who has got 4 correct? Plenty. But still, we'll go to the next set of questions. What are these about? Word swap. The court pays the MHA. Pays or directed the MHA? So first one should be C. How many options with C? It should be either the 4th one or the 5th one. Shall I? Thank you. The court directed the MHA to issue the exit permit if she pays the NRI quota fee. So based on that, what is the answer? 4th option, C, B, A. Nothing wrong with B, but you have to change C and A. An easy one. The session by the CBSE comes after. Check the other words. Can you say the warning by the CBSE? The commenced, no, you cannot use commenced. Let us see. The warning by the CBSE comes after several schools commenced their academic section. This seems perfect. That means first one should be what? B. How many options with B? But what is the second one? The warning by the CBSE comes after when several schools commenced. C. So B, C, A. Which option is that? Third option is the answer. This is also an easy one, should not be that difficult. The friendship pipeline is a milestone development, milestone achievement in development further cooperation or in cooperation further development. First, let us start with milestone achievement. B is the first one. How many options with B? So next one is what? Milestone achievement in cooperation for the development. So C, A. Which one is that? Answer is the first one. B, C, A. Have you got it? If you have a question, you could ask me. The friendship pipeline is a milestone achievement in I have said cooperation. In cooperation for what? The development between the two friendly countries. We will first consider this option. I will go to the second one as you, whatever you thought of. Here, the milestone achievement in, you want to use A. What is A here? In development further cooperation. No, in development further cooperation between the two friendly countries. Here, milestone achievement in cooperation further development. Further development seems better. You understand what I say? You can say that also, but here I feel better option is first option. That is also possible, but this is a better option. That's what I feel. Shall I go to the next one? As part of the company's established plans or diversification plans. How many options with B? As part of the company's diversification plans, it has already what? Established. So what is the answer based on that? BAC. Second option is the answer. Easy, not that difficult. Any question? Raise your hand, I will explain. Now we have a new set. These are very difficult. Have you attempted these questions? Not easy, not at all easy. For two reasons. We have two models here, listen very carefully. One, connectors. They use words like however, but, though, although, those are easy. But here you see the phrases or the clauses and you have to complete the sentence and make sure there is no problem. That takes a lot of time and you may have the ability, may not have the ability to decide whether it is right or wrong. So we'll check the first one. What is the context? Pump the sewage, underline the word sewage, not sewage, sewage. Sewage means a waste material, human waste and other waste also, in the liquid form, with the help of metro water to prevent public health problems. Silt has accumulated in the drains and the flow of water has stopped, causing stagnation. Underline the word stagnation, that's an important word. Usually it goes with water, it has other combination. First write the meaning of the word stagnation. Stagnation means no movement. One meaning. When it goes with water. Another meaning, write no growth. When you talk about country's development or growth, stagnated growth means no growth at all. But generally it goes with stagnant water. Write one more combination. Please write stagnant water. Have you heard of this? You must have heard. Stagnant water, not good, dangerous. Mosquitoes breed over there. What is the first option? Because of the accumulation of silt. Try to complete. Because of the accumulation of silt, the water flow has stopped. So, pumping the sewage with the help of metro water to prevent public health problems was taken up. There is some continuity. That means you can consider A at the outset, but I have added some words. Here you cannot add new connectors or new conjunctions. Second one, we have started pumping. Pumping what? Based on the two sentences. Pumping what? Pumping the sewage with the help of metro water to prevent public health problems. Why? Since silt has accumulated. This is perfect. So tick the second one. You have to listen very carefully. Second one, right or wrong? Grammatically, contextually right. Third one, water has stopped flowing because of what? Silt accumulation, and after that they have not given anything. So, pumping of the sewage with the help of metro water to prevent public health problems taken up. Again, we have to add a lot of things here. But they have not given any word that connects different ideas. Based on that, you cannot consider C. I think the key says both B and C, but C cannot be considered because the second connecting word has not been given. Based on that, answer is only B is the answer, that is for sure. C you cannot be damn sure. We'll go to the next one. Education policies have a history of being mired in controversies. Underline the word mired. Mired means covered in controversies. Two NEPs in the past and were always surrounded by controversies. There is no, grammatically these parts are not correct. Have you noticed? Two NEPs in the past and were always surrounded by controversies. It doesn't make any sense grammatically speaking, but still we'll try. Being mired and surrounded by what? Controversies. Then you cannot connect two NEPs in the past and were always surrounded by controversies. I don't think we can use this one. Second, normally education policies have a history of being mired in controversies, and there are two NEPs in the past that were surrounded by controversies. This seems right. Tick B. As there were two NEPs that always were surrounded by controversies, hence to say education is not correct. Hence we can say education policies have a history of being mired in controversies. So here we cannot say to say. I hope you are listening carefully. Based on that, you cannot consider C, you cannot consider A. Again, what is the answer? Only B is the answer. These are not easy at the outset. Have you come across this model for the first time? For the first time, then nothing to worry. And what is systematic approach? First you have to try simple words, simple conjunctions like but, though, although, all these. Addition and contrast. After that you have to come to this. And when you come to this, you have to make sure, write somewhere. Do you have a chance to write in the exam? Or type in the exam? Are you given a rough sheet, something like that? So there you have to write the complete sentence and make sure it is contextually, grammatically correct. Only then you have to choose. But does it take time or it doesn't take time? Then not advisable, in my opinion. Very simple. We'll go to the next set. What are these scrambled sentences? PQRS. Degrees and dual degrees through Indian students can now get joint collaboration. Now, how does it start? Does it start, is it about degrees or is it about Indian students? Start with Indian students. Let us see if things fall in place. Indian students can now get joint degrees and dual degrees through collaboration between Indian and German universities at university level. This seems perfect. So it begins with what? Q. How many options with Q? Then is it the second one or the fourth one? Indian students can now get joint degrees. QP, how many options? Only one option, that is your answer. Fourth one is the answer. Easy. 29. SHE STEM 2022 was held in Delhi, which Sweden, India is not correct. Marks the third edition of the SHE, that seems right. Based on that, let us go with PR. How many options with PR? Only one option. Cross check. SHE STEM 2022 was held in Delhi, which marks the third edition of the SHE STEM. After that, what? Event, seems right. A flagship event of the Sweden-India Nobel Memorial Week. Perfect. So what is the answer here? Third option is the answer. The UNEP report state of finance for what? Nature 22 quantifies public and private finance flows to nature-based solutions to tackle global challenges related to biodiversity loss, land degradation and climate change. Everything is in place. So what is the answer based on that? PQRS. First option is the answer. So it's only 2:45. I have done it very fast.